Welcome back to my channel, guys. Right, okay, so a pretty negative, gloomy title to this video, right? And I suppose that it is, and it's meant to be, okay? But the good news is, guys, that all is not lost, okay? All is not lost. I'm gonna have to make this video, I'm gonna have to condense it into such a small space, because you could literally talk about what I'm about to talk about for hours. Basically, your mind has a frequency, and it's been scientifically proven that when you have a thought, that thought can actually be measured scientifically. Right? I'm not talking about some fantasy world. I'm actually talking about science. So when you have a prolonged negative thought, that actually affects you, because every thought that you have, it always comes back to its source. So whenever you put a thought out into the universe, or out into the world, or whatever you want to call it, out into the space, it always returns to its source. So if you are constantly thinking negative thoughts, well then it's always gonna return to source. So that's how your life is gonna be. You're always gonna experience negativity. Okay, now the same can be said for positive thoughts. When you put positive thoughts out, it returns to source. Okay, so one is damaging your actual existence, and the other is actually enhancing your existence. Most people don't actually realize how this world actually works. Okay, this world that we think it's a physical existence. It's not. It's not a physical existence. There's something in the unseen that is greater than what is in the seen. Okay, so this world, it all works on energy, and it works on magnetic powers or magnetic energy. And this is fact. Okay, this is actually fact. It's scientifically been proven that your mindset actually can be measured. Scientifically, it can be measured. So I know most of you guys that are watching my videos are 10, 20, even 30 years younger than me. So it is not too late. It's never too late. And I'm telling you right now that if I didn't understand this 5.5 years ago, I would not be sitting here right now. I wouldn't be sitting here in Malta doing what I'm doing, living the lifestyle. The good news, guys, is that it's never too late. It is never too late. Now, I'm not here to sell you anything. What I'm going to tell you is that this thing is called so many different things. Some people call it the secret. Some people call it the law of attraction. It doesn't matter what you call it, but it works. I can promise you it works. You only have to do research. You don't have to buy books. You don't have to pay for anything to actually implement this in your life. Do some research on YouTube. You'll see some of the most successful people in the world talking about this. Denzel Washington, Conor McGregor, presidents, so many different athletes, so many different actors, politicians, scientists. And it's been a closely guarded secret for centuries, for absolutely centuries. But I can promise you it works. And I know that it works because I've experienced it myself. So I'm telling you right now, 100%, I know that it works. And whether you believe me or not makes absolutely no difference to me. I'm not selling anything here. I'm just telling you how I got to be where I am. I'm not telling you to go and sell a book or to pay for this or pay for that. I'm telling you how I got to be in the position that I'm in just now. And if you decide that you don't want to believe me, that's up to you. Continue to live your miserable life, because that's exactly what you're going to do, is continue to exist and not to actually thrive. But I promise you, if you actually truly believe that this can work, that your life will change. I haven't done a video like this in quite some time. And this is why I'm saying that most people out there will never achieve greatness. And the reason that they'll never achieve greatness is because they can't get their mind onto this frequency. And that's exactly what it is. You have to put your mind onto this particular frequency. And if you move away from that frequency, well then you're never going to achieve greatness in your life. And I know that a lot of you sitting there are going to be nodding your head, because maybe you have started to achieve greatness and then you had some doubt in your mind and then it all fell to pieces. I'm right, aren't I? I'm right. But the difference between, making and not making it is that when you find yourself falling away from your dream and that positive mindset and positive attitude that you have to give yourself a kick and remind yourself to get back on that frequency, because that's exactly what it is. It's a frequency, and there's so much content out there on the internet, especially YouTube. Check it out for yourself. It's a scientific fact that a thought that a human being has can be measured. It literally can be measured. It has a frequency. So this is how people that have achieved great things in their life have done it. It's not through any physical thing. Like, none of this is physical. It's all to do with positive thinking. And you see anybody that actually laughs at this, I promise you that you are the one that'll be working that 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, hoping for better, wishing for better, and it's never ever going to come. Because when you wish for something, when you hope for something, that's how you're going to live the rest of your life. You're going to live the rest of your life wishing. You're going to be living the rest of your life hoping. That's not how this universe works. You have to see it as already done. I'm already the person that I want to be. That's the way you have to think. You cannot think, I want to be that person, because then you're going to spend your whole life wanting to be that person, and you'll never get to be that person. You have to believe that you're already that person. Whatever that person is that you want to be, you have to believe that you are already it. You are already there. Because if you don't believe that you're already it and that you're already there, you'll always be wanting, you'll always be waiting. And that's how this universe works. Why do you think that a small nucleus of people rule this world? A small nucleus of people have all the power and all the money. Why do you think that is? It's because they understand how the universe works. That's why. How is it that the majority of people struggle financially all their lives and emotionally as well? How is that? Because they don't understand how this world actually works. And the people that understand how this world actually works are the ones that actually achieve greatness. Okay? And I guarantee you, even if they don't know that they were using the law of attraction or the secret or whatever you want to call it, and it really doesn't matter what you call it, it all comes down to positive thinking. If you ask them the question, do you think you would have achieved greatness if you didn't have a positive mindset? I mean, you already know the answer to that, right? You already know the answer to it. The answer is, of course not. Are you crazy? How is it possible to achieve greatness with a negative attitude, with a negative mind? Do you notice that the people that always say, I can't afford this, I can't afford to go, I'll never have this, I can't afford that, I can't afford, they live their full life not being able to afford, not being able to do these things. But see, when you actually listen to somebody that says, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I can afford to do that, I can afford to, I will be here, I will be there. As a matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, I'm already there. I'm already here, I'm already there. They are the people that are actually going to succeed in this life and achieve great things. So listen guys, I could go on for hours about this stuff. Absolutely hours, but I am not an expert in how this actually works. I can only tell you, my point of view and my kind of experience of how this works. But what I would certainly urge you to do is to do some research on YouTube. There's an abundance of content and material out there that will help you. And listen, see, when you implement this in your life, nothing negative can come from it. I mean, even if you cannot implement it the way it needs to be, you're still going to benefit from it, because when you do this, it completely just lifts your spirit. It completely lifts your spirit and it puts you on a different level straight away. So it's called the law of attraction or the secret. Check it out. I promise you it works. I know that it works. I don't even need to sell this to you guys. I mean, I've nothing to sell. I'm just telling you how I got to be in the position that I'm in. And that's through a positive mindset, positive thinking. And I'm still here living the dream. I'm retired. I live the most incredible life. My life in the last 3 years is the life that I used to dream about. I'm actually literally living my dream every single day, and I'm going to continue to do that. So check it out, guys. It's all about having a positive mind, and if you don't change the way you're thinking, it doesn't matter how much hard work you're putting in, it doesn't matter how much talent that you have. If you don't believe in it up here, it's never going to happen. It's as simple as that. Have a fantastic week. Change your life. You've got to change your mindset first.